Hello and welcome to the show. It's Rose Colored Classist, a topical news comedy podcast. And there was just like a meteor shower all around the world. It definitely already happened. For sure started. But I was out in the world, and they told me that there was a meteor shower going on these next couple days. Maybe already a few days ago already. Yeah, they were talking to me that there's going to be a meteor shower, that all the planets were going to align, and then there was going to be a solar eclipse. That definitely already happened, right? Everyone seen the solar eclipse already? Yeah, and after hearing all this news about, what's going on astronomically, I said back to this person, I was like, wow, that's really interesting. I'm sure the occult worshipping fanatics who run the American and world government are going to do some insane rituals these next few days. And after some silence, they look back at me and they go, "Why are you always changing the subject to that? Why are you always talking about that, Kyle? Kyle, why are you always talking about the occult worshipping fanatics who, run the world?" Yeah, the rituals have completed already. We're on to the next cycle. Yeah, I was talking to someone and they told me I had EDS, Epstein Derangement Syndrome, which is an infuriating way to be told that. Don't know why they're trying to be clever. Yeah, and I guess I do totally have that. I do totally have that. But come on, it's not that bad, right? I only started the first minute and a half of my podcast talking about the meteor showers. It's all fine, right? I know. I'll admit it. I can admit it. Not everything is some like Jeffrey Epstein temple on the island evil scheme. Not everything. Not everything. But I am entertaining the possibility constantly. I mean, if the issues are that serious, given all the information, I should at least assume that these events are being influenced by Jeffrey Epstein and all his friends, right? Right? At least the ones who openly communicated with them. I'm still on this. Every news story brings me back to this. I mean, yeah, I would love just to watch a meteor shower and not think about the 12,000 black cats that got stuffed and lit on fire in some fucking underground tunnel in France. I would like to think. I would like to just watch it and not worry. I would. But, I swear, I scroll one Epstein file. I look at a picture of Jeffrey Epstein's office. I see a bunch of giant black globes, little angels hanging around in the ceiling. And yeah, I guess I'm deranged. I'm deranged. All this stuff Trump does that didn't even get to me. None of that even got to me. Trump deranged syndrome? I think that's stupid. I think it's real. God. Yeah, like the podcast. Subscribe to it. Comment hurtful but accurate statements. We're starting off. It's episode 96. I'm sure of it. No, I will not give up doing this podcast, okay? I just got sponsored 2 weeks ago. And I know what you're thinking. Kyle, you got sponsored and then you took a week off and didn't tell anybody? Well, I do other things. I'm not going to give up. No, this podcast is the only way I'm going to get elected president. All right? And before that happens, I am looking for another sponsor to help me buy a bulletproof vest. I need a bulletproof vest immediately if I'm going to continue on doing this podcast. Yeah, interesting show I have today prepared. This is a show. I do make it. I write it a little bit, at least. I get a few videos. Yeah, I have a really dumb teleprompter in front of me. It's true. Can you see it in my glasses? Yeah, some people use notes on a table, and they're old. All right. Yeah, I can read the screen and still say my own thoughts. Okay, I can do that. Don't worry. Okay, now it sounds like I'm just reading it, right? How to sound natural on a teleprompter. Okay, no, it looks like I put my Google search into the show's transcript. Okay, no, this is what's going on here. Do I have notes? What is this? Oh right, this is okay. Production, where are you? What's going on back there? I'm the production. I'm them. I'm editing this whole podcast too as well. I'm gonna perform it, do it, light it, set it up, talk on it. And then I'm going to edit it too. It turns out I have no one to blame but myself. Right on. Sorry. Inside baseball comedy podcasting. Sorry, that's not fair to the listeners. You guys want real shows that cover real issues. Why aren't you talking about the news again? Who are you? Back to the meteors. Hey, did you know Muslims, when they pray 5 times a day, they're all facing a meteorite? Did you guys know that? Yeah, there's a fucking meteorite in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca. It's inside of a giant black cube. Not sure what the cube is made of, but it's a giant black cube in the middle of the desert, and there's a meteorite in there. And 5 times a day, like billions of people, they pray to it. They pray to a fucking rock inside of a big black box where there's no water. And why am I mentioning that? Why am I even talking about that? Well, our transnational Zionist billionaires want me to, and that's what I'm going to do today. Yes, the powers that be, the people who run the world, okay, they want me to start the anti-Muslim propaganda train while it's hot. Okay, which to that I say yes. To that I'll say I'll do that. I would love to get distracted by commie Muslims. If all my attention could be on some sick commie Muslim right now, I would enjoy that. I would like that. That'd be good for the culture. Yeah. Iran war bad because Muslims, not gas. I spent so much money on gas. Right. And then NB, they want me to die. Right, really. What is going on? What is happening? What can I even care about? What do I even do here? It's Rose Colored Classist. How sarcastic can I even be today? I mean, I'm a serious businessman, all right? And things are looking grim. I'm a serious guy. I'm a real dude. I work 12 hours today. It's 12 midnight tonight. I come and do a podcast for fun. To unwind. To practice my craft. To make people laugh. To be really hot. Just to feel real hot for about an hour and a half. Yeah. Hey guys, comment on this video if everything in your life is completely fucked right now. Hype it. hype how ruined you are. Yeah, if you're facing total devastation on all fronts, personal, practical, political, then hype it. Hype the show. Guys, I'm in ruin. I'm in ruin, and it's true. I'm not gonna make it out of this pit. I'm not gonna do it. All right. I swear, I'm in so much financial trouble. And I know that this is what I'm doing tonight's not going to help. And that's tough. That's real tough. Yeah, I mean, dude, instead of fixing my life, what am I doing? I'm putting on a topical news comedy podcast. Seriously? Yeah, it's crazy. You know, I talk about the news because I've lost complete control of my personal life. And for some reason, I refuse to address it. I focus on politics and things outside of myself because the few moments I can actually confront how depressed and delirious and destructive I am is when I consume a piece of news that is immediately relatable and obviously someone else's fault. It's the only time I can look in the mirror. I read the news, and when someone does something awful, it gives me a feeling of moral superiority, which is really all I'm riding on nowadays. It's really the only thing I got going. I just have a nice fucking feeling inside of my heart. I look at everything going on in the world and going, I'm doing the right things. Moral superiority. You think you're a good guy? All right. I don't know. Okay, all right. Okay, hey, you know what? Let's order the most important things happening in the news. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got this. This is easy. This is the list. Okay, first one, Donnie T and the American War Machine. Number one issue. There you go. Okay, then two, it's whatever Candace Owens is talking about. Second most important thing going on in the whole world right now. Okay, and then three, it's what Tucker Carlson is talking about. I don't really believe that. Who else is that? Just throw three is your own, okay? And then the fourth thing is whatever new fucking socialist is coming around town. When I say replace Tucker, I mean, place your own favorite podcaster in there, okay? And what you realize is that all of those people I just mentioned, they're all talking about the same fucking thing. Every podcast is talking about the same fucking thing. Oh, baby. And I'm ready to join it. Finally, I have a real fucking show, bitch. I do it. It's going to be too long. Poorly produced. That's a guarantee. Yes. Yes, I don't know if you've noticed. I have a new microphone. Fucking popping microphone, son of a bitch. Yeah, I have a new microphone. It's the one. The Shure 7MB. Sure, it works. I guess when I originally went at this thing, I bought the $200 one, not the right one, the MXB or whatever. Yeah, it turns out you can't be such a yippy bitch with the XMB. Gotta get the 7MB. BB. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, and I have a new computer too. New computer. I don't know if you can handle this fact I'm about to tell you. I don't know if you could even understand it. But my previous computer, like for the last 40 episodes, each episode took about 10 hours to export after it was done. Like, on average, probably. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I would set up the whole thing, I'd film it, and then I put it into little computadora, la computadora, and no trabaja, trabaja muy despacio, muy triste, mucho tiempo, ahí en la basura. Okay, it was bad. Do I have to translate all that? Come on, baby. It's fucking, dude. Yeah, my computer was only running on the internal graphics card. I swear to God. I got into this business to do stand-up comedy, and now I'm worried about graphics cards. Yeah, not even interested in it. It's been so long since I podcasted. I'm balding even worse. Jesus. Of course, listen to 2 weeks ago. Listen to the last episodes. Go into the library. It's really relatable. Guys, we have a new sponsor. I'll surprise you with an ad read later. It'll be a very truthful ad read. You know how everyone's favorite part of the podcast is when people read ads? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know those people? God, this podcaster is just so good at reading ads. I listen to the ads. Right on. Glad the propaganda's working for you, bud. Okay. My Dalmatian's running around. I own a Dalmatian. Kyle, why is this podcast so late? Because I walk him. I take care of him. I wake up with him in the bed and he's just so cute and I can't get out. Right on. I upgraded a lot of stuff, but I didn't upgrade the camera. Did not do that. This camera, this Canon, it stops working every 27 minutes. That's how long the button works, or whatever. Doesn't just continue on. He's weak. He's a weak camera. But I love him. He's been going on for 10 years, baby. He's a good guy. He's a good man. He's been working. I'm going to take a break. I don't know if it'll be a long break. No? I'm going to pretend to take a break. Are you ready for that? Right on. Okay. And, the show's growing. Obviously, I'm investing in it. Completely insane. Other people are investing in it, actually. And if you want to invest in it, I just want to make this thing, I just want to make it clear. All right. This program that you would be supporting, all right, it's a program where I talk about the issues, the big issues, the big issues. And I have harsh, extreme, conflicting opinions. All my views are very serious. I mean them. And any sponsor I have wholeheartedly supports them. In fact, my sponsors are the reason I said those things. My sponsors are controlling me. Help. They threatened to kill me. They threatened to kill me and my family. They gave me $8,000 and threatened to kill my family. My sponsors. Help me. Yeah, this program is propaganda. It's propaganda for businesses that can fix your teapot. I'm controlled by Little Teapot. Big Teapot? Listen to last week's pod. I did a podcasting series about this guy's business like years ago. I've been interested in this stuff for a long time. It's called For Your Mental Health. It's available on this channel. Are you going to go watch it? You think this is unlistenable? Well, I got news for you. Anyway, I just want to say, with the world as the way it is, I've been hearing a lot of new people, a lot of new voices, the news, the podcasters. We're on a legendary run. They're bringing even more people from the fringe to our faces. You got Joe Rogan bringing up this guy. He's like, consciousness is the basic unit of life. Remote viewing's real. Fucking Lex Friedman's talking to my, long lost fucking family members or something. I don't know. Who did he interview last? Yeah, he doesn't work hard enough. You think I don't podcast enough? Lex, where are you? Make your money and run. Damn. I think it's important to say, and I've said things like this before. This is episode 96 again. I'm sure of it. And you really got to figure out how to approach new people. You got to figure out how to think about new people, how to judge the things they say and do. How do you contextualize someone you don't really know? And I think it's an important thing to get a grasp on. Like even me, like if I'm a new person to you, this is the first time you've ever listened to me. You gotta get on the level with them, as they say. Personally, and other people have said it. I don't think people are that complicated, right? I mean, sure, infinite details. You could talk to someone, we all have infinite details, just like most things in life. Objects, you can keep going in and in and in, quarks and atoms and all that, it's just, infinite. DNA. But, it's compelling, but overall, I don't think interacting with people is that complex. You meet people, you try and figure them out, try and figure out what motivates them, and typically, pretty much always, people, they want like 5 things. Maybe they want like 5 things. They truly only have time for 2 of them, and 4 of them are completely owned by murderous, pedophilic oligarchs. And the one thing they do get to do is actually just take a shit and piss that they want. Which even then is still pretty difficult in this world. I feel like the whole world should have infinite bathrooms. There should be a long bathroom all around the world in like 100 feet. Every 100 feet, just a whole bathroom. Am I crazy? It's the world I would have. Right on. What I'm trying to say is when you meet a person, okay, when you meet a new person, figure out what they want to do in life and which murderous oligarch they get money from. And try not to get their shit on you, I guess. Really obsessed with the bathroom thing. And people don't always have to volunteer information about themselves, but I will. All right, I feel like people want to get to know me, don't you? I feel all the time I have to talk about myself. I feel like a pressure. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if my life is particularly interesting. I know I've said it and really confidently, but if someone were to call me out on it, maybe my life is not that weird. But for some reason, if I don't acknowledge just things happening to me, I start acting like odd, like a fool, like I'm hiding something. You ever just talk to someone and they just seem dishonest, right? And you go, why is he so shady? Why is he so odd? Sometimes I feel like if people don't know every fucking thing about me, then I'm lying to them. I don't know. Yeah, I have consistent feelings and a personality, and I don't often communicate about them, and it feels dishonest. It's pretty terrible, actually, because on the one hand, I can't hide my moderate changes in emotion ever, and when people perceive that, they are put at unease. I try and pretend I'm doing a little bit, I guess, but it's clear I'm off. It's clear I'm off. I'm a pretty emotional guy. I'm easily affected. Yeah. What's bothering me today? What's bothering me lately? Well, first off, I just, in terms of podcasting, I really got to be doing interviews. That's what I'm here alone for 96 hours or more. 95? Probably 93. And I don't know, man. I just got to be doing a lot more interviews. My last episode was an interview. Okay, everyone saw it. Clearly. Look at the numbers. I ought to hide them. And if you listen to it, you see clearly what a nice person I am. How social I really am. Friendly. That you'll understand that I listen genuinely. I listen to people, and isn't that sweet? And when people interrupt me, I handle it respectfully. Come on, dude. When am I finally going to be on Piers Morgan? I would love to debate about trans women in sports. I would love to debate that. Kyle, what do you think about trans women in sports? Well, can we talk to one? Let's talk to one right now. Let's find them. Let's go get one. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You know you're better than all of them, right? You know why you're better than them, right? If you want to stop trans athletes, speak to them. Ask them, maybe. Go up to the trans athlete, all of us, at once, really nicely. Just go, hey, you're cool and all, but it's kind of weird. I mean, I think there's other reasons you would be doing this and playing sports like this other than the fact that you just want to be a girl. Part of you wants to win. Part of you wants to really, anyway. And then let them defend themselves. Put me on Pierce now. Gosh. I would be so good at it. Right on. I ought not to focus on myself too much. Right? I've already spoken about that. I don't think I could ever really productively solve my problems. My emotional issues. Probably just gonna have to care for them for the rest of my life. Yeah. What I ought to do is just think about the news and project. I should just think about the world and just project all my little shitty fucking feelings on it. Yeah, right on. I mean, another part of it, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, more of me being honest, I feel a little apathetic. Like a lot of people. I mean, everybody's talking about it. I think I covered it a couple episodes when I talked about, Sean Ryan. It's just like, oh, gosh. So many awful things happening in the world. Like, the only way to survive is just not to give a shit. You fucking flip out. I just talked about how emotional I was. I'm not here to, constantly stunt my emotions with drugs and alcohol, but how are you going to get through it? Let's all meditate. I mean, yeah, I can explain and understand most things happening, all right, at least to myself. Hardly am I ever just, completely befuddled. I mean, even, I talk to people about their problems, and, I can explain how they got there. I can take my life, I can take your life, and I can find a way to blame society and not your personal decisions. I swear. I can do that. It's one of my talents, actually. Nothing, accepting personal responsibility, that's Jordan Peterson, and he's in a coma right now. So we're not doing that right. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I will come up with reasons about why, life being so fucked isn't your fault, but what I can't explain is why it's weird. Like, even if your life is bad, more often than not, it's fucking weird. Something's going on. Something's going on with our lives where our fucked upness about it is so, it's feels not right, unjust, imaginary. Like, it didn't have to happen, maybe. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's happening, right? I think I know what, like, the nature of reality is. Okay, I listened to Joe Rogan. I think I got it. I pay attention to what's going on in the world. Okay, I know about Jeffrey Epstein's sundial. I understand AI to a good extent. I talk to friends about it. Okay, I know why wars happen. I know why. The reason it's so freaky, odd, off-putting, and not entirely logical, well, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know why things happen in the world the way they do. I know that they happen, but my reasoning makes no sense. And I'm not the only one here. I'm coming up with tons of reasons why the stuff in the world is happening, but illogical. What would I know? I don't know. Honestly. I think what's really going on is people are like intentionally not telling me the whole story about what's going on in the world. This is it. Maybe that is my issue. Not to be perfectly apathetic, but maybe my number one issue, maybe the only issue that actually matters to me is this, like, classified information concept. The line, the endless line, the need to know. We none of us need to know anything. That's not the point of knowing. I need it. Like water? No, come on. What am I doing here? I'm going to explore. I bought this hat. I'm going to go bald so soon, and this is the hat I'm going to wear. Can I get tips? What if my entire life was me in this hat? Yeah, it's weird, dude. I don't know. Gosh. How can I have an opinion on anything when I don't know what the fuck is going on? Seriously? When people are lying to me? How can my opinion be, anything of value, actually? And what? What? Maybe I go and find out all the things I don't know. I wonder how that's going to turn out the fuck for me. Yeah, I'm going to figure out, who's running Los Angeles City and why they would take away the camping ordinance in literally the city I live in. The fucking zone I live in. They're going to let fucking homeless people camp everywhere. And what? I go and find that out, and then all of a sudden, the fucking coroner tells you I committed suicide in my bathtub. Committed suicide in my bathtub in my studio apartment in fucking, East Hollywood, where all the homeless people are setting up camp now. Yeah, you're gonna go, Kyle went and figured something out, and now he committed suicide. Huh. Maybe it was too much for him to handle. He died. He killed himself in his bathtub? Oh, that's weird. He would tell me he would kill himself by driving off a cliff. But and the coroner, you're talking to the coroner, trying to figure out why life is so weird, why they're always lying to us. And the coroner, they tell you I drowned, even though technically, you know my bathtub and you understand the water won't stop fucking draining no matter what I ever fucking tried. I keep buying drains on Amazon, buying plugs, and it keeps not working. And I told you that while I was drunk. Okay. And for some reason, the coroner, the LA coroner, he tells you that I was drunk. And I accidentally swallowed my eye drop bottle in the bathtub and then proceeded to choke. Even though they just said I drowned. And while all that happens, no one will ever find out because of AI robots and the legal power to hide information. Yeah. Hire a lawyer. Everyone needs to hire a lawyer now. Sue the government. Sue them. Tell us everything. Tell us. Yeah, quick plug to offthegrid.services, my process serving business. The courts. Everyone believes in the courts. They can be good. We all agree that they're important. That we actually need them, right? Not that they're perfect, but we need them. And if good people like me keep working in them, hey. Off the grid services, you want to stick it to the other insurance companies because maybe you're an insurance company? Maybe you're an individual and you just found out what small claims court is and how you can turn $65 into that fucking $2,000 your fucking friend owes you. Okay, I'm not doing this podcast right. Is it following the train? What am I doing? I know some things. I know stuff. But the things I'm not allowed to know. That's what interests me. All right. I'm not, not what stuff you can find out through the court. All right. I'm talking about those armed authorities in the fucking facility. The air base. Lackland. Wherever it's Lackland. What's going on over there? Jesus. I want to know so bad, but how can I even care about it when I don't know what's going on? Huh? Man, apathy reigns supreme. Oh, yeah, I don't get to know stuff. Everyone's always lying to me. Guess I better not give a fuck. Right on. I mean, part of me thinks that no one really knows all the stuff. You know? Like, even if I start searching, avoid attempts on my life, and I finally get to, like the one guy who actually knows everything, I feel like if I ask him, he'll be like, no, maybe I don't really get it. No, it doesn't really make sense. I know I'm the guy and I kill everybody and I have all the information that you could possibly have in the world, but I have all of it and I look at it and I just go, I still don't get it. Yeah, the apathy is palpable in the elites, don't you think? Apathy is palpable in the country. ID gaff. YOLO. Come on. I mean, really, you think the people in charge give a shit? Is that the vibe you feel right now? You get the vibe that they really care about what the fuck is going on around here? It's not what I feel. It's not what I think. Gosh. I mean, the people who classify all this information, the people who lie to us all the time, I don't even think they give a flying fuck. Honestly. Yeah, they just, want stuff. Or whatever. Money. I don't know, man. Life. Tragically a mystery. Tragically. Even the guys with the top clearance, with the, generational, familial, occult knowledge. I mean, come on. At best, they know, 2 times what a regular guy knows. All right, I think, complete certainty is far and away. Far and away. And all we're left with here on Earth is just the desire. Yeah, man. I go on my knowledge journey, my search for truth. I've been working on it, trying to educate myself. Audiobook after audiobook, podcast after podcast. And maybe I'm not the only one, but I just look at the most powerful people in the world who try and, shape and define our lives. And I try and figure out why they do the things that they do. And all I can ever come up with is that they're worshiping an ancient Babylonian owl god. That's all I can come up with. All right, I think about my life. I think about their lives. I think about my friends' lives. And I go, why? How? Is it Baal? Is Tim Dillon right about Baal? Yeah, I mean, come on. I see that there's a meteor shower, that the planets are going to align. And I'm just out here assuming that Jeffrey Epstein and his friends fucking stabbed an elephant in the face while inside of an ellipse that's mathematically proportional to the rotation of the planet Saturn. Okay? And that's why everything is so fucking up. So fucking fucked up. Right on. I'm getting close to the truth, aren't I? Right? With these jokes? I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I am not suicidal. I am not going to kill myself. I'm not going to have a heart attack out of nowhere or have cancer. I am not going to die of a fentanyl overdose. There's Narcan everywhere in this apartment. I have 4 things of Narcan in here. All right? It's not happening to me. I will fall into the Narcan. My Dalmatian will get the Narcan. My Dalmatian's already had some Narcan. He will not stop counter surfing. Yeah, and guys, I don't know if you know this, but Jesus and the blood of the Lamb is currently protecting me. So, I'm untouchable. All right? Jesus has a problem with the Babylonian owl god, and he's actually stronger. Okay? That's the core of my faith. That's the foundation. Right on. Let's talk about the news. Let's do it. No, let's do it. It's that's all my rose-colored context for you. All right? It's late at night. I'm bothering my neighbors. I'm coming in so late with the news. So late with it. What caught my eye is that fucking you got Mr. President Donnie T being whisked away. Whisked is a catering joke. I do have to talk about it. You already forgot about it. But no, it was really, really important, and you got to keep thinking about it. Fucking Donnie T. I hear he was on the catering cart. He was sitting on top of the cart, being pushed, like he was on all fours, like that scene in Home Alone 2. Ironically, right on. I'm not here to humiliate Trump. That's not the point of my podcast. Okay, I mean, gosh, humiliating Trump. That's so 2018. It's 2026. I am here to beg for Donald Trump's mercy and personal safety. Really. I was so worried about him. He had to leave? Someone's trying to kill him? Donnie, baby, are you okay? He got out safely. Thank God. Sir, your life is of the utmost importance. Life is so precious. Donnie T, you're so precious. I love you. I love you, Donnie. Please fuck me. Fuck me, Donnie. Sacrifice me so you could live. Sacrifice me so you can live, Donald. Do it. Oh, baby. I think I'm about to get a position in the administration. I'm ready to run for office. I swear. And Donnie, running for office, he's running for the hills. Seriously. Donald, I am sorry people want to kill you. Mr. President, I am sorry people want to kill you. And really, I would reflect on that. Right on. Let's check out the footage. I want to talk about the footage. Let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Play the yakety sax. Fucking right on. Guys, I hate to say it, but, when you start bringing the missile defense launcher to your leisurely activities, perhaps you've made a few key mistakes. Perhaps when you get to the point where you have to bring the missile defense launcher with you in your homeland to the golf course you spent the last 50 fucking years of your life. I mean, did you make all the right decisions? Did you? It's tough. Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough with the mentality. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I tell girls I know to carry pepper spray, but when you have to bring the Patriot battery, I mean, what's that feeling of safety really doing for you? Patriot batteries and pepper spray. I mean, which one do you think is more effective? Yeah, look at that shit right there, dude. Come on. I mean, Patriot battery sounds like a vape. Yeah, and just like a vape, he can't leave home without it. Honey, hold on. I have to try and do my Melania impression. Hold on, let me try it. Honey, don't forget the missile launcher. Don't forget the defense missile launcher. All right. Okay, I'll bring the missile defense launcher. So sad. Really. Okay. Donald to Melania. That's tough. But yeah, what else is tough? Sorry, Mr. President. I'm so sorry people want to kill you. I've already said that. It's worth saying again. I'm so sorry people are trying to kill you with missiles and drones. I wouldn't kill you. I like you. I don't have a missile or a drone. Kyle has no missile. Kyle has no missile. I will not kill you with a missile, Mr. President. I don't have one. I couldn't afford a drone if I tried. All right? I wonder if Iran would sell me a drone. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I'm a comedian. Holy crap. Hold on. I hear something coming. I hear it in the wind. Ooh. Okay. Don't come and knock on my door. The FBI is waiting for me. Honestly. Yeah, I'm really sorry people want to kill you with missiles, Mr. President. Sounds like a big hassle. Sounds like a huge hassle. I mean, gosh, I couldn't even imagine. Even if I had people who wanted to kill me, I mean, they'd probably have to do it with small arms fire. Perhaps knives. But if you're a guy and you got to worry about a whole fucking missile, gosh, it's a lot. That's a lot to handle. Or worse, some fucking $10,000 fiber optic wire drone. Tough break. Sad life. Can't do the little putt pad without the old thad, huh? Gosh, guys, when you have to bring out the missile defense launcher when you're in your own country, I think the real question is, how did you get to that point? Come on. Dude, really. Personally, I mean, I don't know. I could not possibly imagine someone wanting to pay $10,000 to kill me. How could that possibly be worth the money? Is money even worth anything anymore? I mean, Donald Trump, he's destroying the fucking bond market. Is that a reason to kill him? Gosh. At some level, I think they're probably just trying to kill him for fun, right? Trying to do it for the lulz. Shane Gillis has that one bit. How funny it would be when Donnie dies. But it's sad. It's really sad because I don't really think it's relatable what Trump is going through right now. It's not really like a problem that the everyman has, that they're worried about being destroyed personally by a missile. You do really wonder if Trump is even in that much danger, right? With how that fucking assassination went down. I mean, gosh. This guy, he lives in the biggest economy in the world. No matter how hard he tries to fuck it. We have the best military on Earth, even if we don't have any fucking offensive missiles anymore. I mean, what's going on? Does he really have to fucking act like this on his own goddamn property? We've owned this property forever and ever. We have to worry about a fucking missile? Jesus. I thought with the whole panopticon going on, they'd have a lock on that. They'd get a lock on that missile. Seriously. They know what we are doing at all times. They don't know what the missiles are doing? Put the totalitarian surveillance state on the missiles. How about that? Gosh. How could anyone even get close to killing the president? It actually doesn't make sense. Now that I think about it. Personally, I mean, I really think the only people who are actually a danger to the president is our own government. Actually. Yeah, the same people who are dangerous to everyone around the world, also dangerous to our president. Check out my last episode for a hilarious JFK impression from our new sponsor. Anyway. I'm not the only person to say this shit. Everybody says this shit. And they've been saying it for years and years. Like, whatever games these people play on the president concerning his safety, I mean, the point is to make him weak, isolated, and paranoid. All right? All of what's going on with Donnie is just to make him paranoid, isolate him even further, and fucking make him think that everyone in the world is trying to kill him. And he should try and live through it. If everybody in the world was trying to kill me, part of me would go, well, sounds unanimous. Yeah, gosh. They're just trying to make the president crazy. All right? Make him think that the whole world is against him, that he can get droned at any fucking time. I mean, isolate the president. This is what they do to them. This is what's been happening to them. No wonder they're all so fucking crazy and they go to the island. Jesus. People, they always say, like, leaders, over time, they grow more isolated. And the only reason I think that's true is because people isolate them. You'd think with all the power you have, you can travel the globe, you would meet more people. Your circle would grow. But It's like this, the classic controllers. Everyone that we are all now so gladly aware of. Fucking, yeah, it's great. We realize that all the politicians are constantly being bullied and dominated. All right? They're constantly being told, when to close in, when to isolate themselves. I mean, it's the whole goal. It's the whole goal. Gosh, I mean, I feel bad for a lot of these politicians. I do. They're getting squeezed just as hard as we are, if not fucking harder. Okay, and that's why they give in. It's why they give in and are then rewarded because of all the massive amounts of pressure. They give in to the evil. All right, evil doesn't want me enough. They're not offering me anything right now. Would I give in? Maybe. I'm just a comedian, guys. I swear, this whole fucking society, it's like a goddamn Mongol leader. Complete destruction or rewards beyond your wildest dreams. We're all the fucking hunchback in 300. I swear to God, it seems like if you don't get into the hierarchy of evil, if you don't start your own fucking fiefdom, I mean, then all the evil's theirs. They're the ones with all the evil. Gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk about that at the end with my little Tucker Carlson clip. But now, I do think it is time to bring that little talking to in Tennessee that with Candace Owens and that guy I relate to way too much. Andrew Wilson? Yeah, Andrew Wilson. The debate with Candace Owens. I stare at Andrew Wilson's fat, dumb body and him, actively smoking unnecessarily on camera. And I look at the fact that he has no real knowledge, but, just has a bad attitude. And man, do I relate. Man, do I just think I'm exactly like him. Gosh, everybody has been talking about it this week. And what can I say? The fucking Philandrew Bilson, Brandis Goins. Gosh, I do respect the idea of the pedophilic oligarchs who fund Turning Point USA picking a guy who only debates OnlyFans girls to yell at Candace. I do respect that. I think that's interesting. The logic is good. Yeah, the pizza party. They all look at Candace all the time. They look at her and they go, fucking this dumb broad. Fucking race traitor hysterical bitch. God, the Transnational pizza party. They look at Candace and they go, that dumb slut who fucking loves to get fucked with all the babies. Send in the slob. Send the slob. Do it. This'll get to her. Yeah, man. Give him the money to give to her. It's fake anyway. Don't even worry about it. All the money's fake. We can give Candace the fake money. All right. Yeah, this is my impression of the Transnational Pizza Party shadow government. Yeah. I swear though, the debate, it's a nice move. The debate, it was a nice little chess move. Nice chess move check. Also a real check. $300,000 they give Candace Owens. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. But I don't know. Should we all make a big deal about $300,000? I mean, come on. If the money is coming from Turning Point fucking Zionist donors, come on. Who gives a fuck? Those are the guys who paid Candace in the first place. Yeah, Prager, Daily Wire. Come on. Who do you think pays all the advertising money on YouTube? Come on. In a way, any money you get comes from evil occult banker families. So, you want to make a big deal about it? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. In fact, they all pay us. We're all slaves. Anytime you have a dollar, you're a slave. I mean that. Right on. Now, before I get into the point of these debates, I mean, honestly, I have an opinion about it that's not so fucking cocked up with Jeffrey Epstein, but I do feel like I need to realign that argument that they tried to have. And me, I just called out the evil occult bankers. Gotta realign that whole debate. They had their little like silly Jubilee claims or whatever. Their little overwhelming whatever the fuck evidence they were talking about. Oh yeah, Mr. Robinson, did he do it or did he not do it? But when I watched it, did they either of them defend those points? I mean, come on, did they even make any graphics for them? What the fuck? Like, yeah, they had the debate, whatever it was. You know who won. Is this something we're going to win? I'm going to talk about that. But I just feel like I got to tell you what the real argument is that they're having. Because what they're doing is not some discussion on details, conversation about, interpreting evidence. All right. What that argument was really about is what kind of world are we really living in and what is the truth. Okay. Because if you watched it, again, I mean, what they were saying was hardly relevant to their claims, okay? And maybe that's just because Andrew Wilson is an annoying, stupid son of a bitch, and he wasted 4 hours of my life. But what I mean is, the debate was not about some list of charges. It was about the true nature of the society we live in. Yeah, all right, so follow me on this one, okay? And just to understand what I'm going to say, go listen to every podcast on the internet right now. Okay? Just so you understand the full context of what I'm trying to speak on, watch every podcast on the internet. Listen to it, maybe. Right on. Here it is. So, a big guy, Baron Coleman, who's been getting ever more popular. We're talking 500 fucking K views a fucking episode. Big hot shit. Baron Coleman, Candace Owens' very own White Knight. What he'll do is he'll say that either... 1, Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk alone. Or 2, it's a multi-agency government conspiracy. And those are the only two options, right? And Candace and Andrew, they have their little stupid argument about the details. But did they ever get to that core where, hey, bud, we're living in a crazy Jeffrey Epstein world and, when anything happens, can we trust it? That conversation wasn't had. I mean, these are the options, right? Either, some guy just did it, or it's like thousands and hundreds of people lying to us, murdering our fucking, unfunny conservative commentators who write books. I mean, this is the problem. One is a conversation about, reasonable doubt, and the other is so far off the fucking reservation, you can't even have a reasonable interpretation of the world. You can't even believe anything anymore. Fucking evidence? I mean, I swear to God. You want me to, believe some story about some guy on a roof and jumping off? It's like, yo, the biggest, richest government in the world is operating, and they do insane things all the time. It's all insane. We are in some deep fucking conspiracy hole in our existence. All right? Yeah, the truth of history and its events are totally fucked right now. And then we have this little conversation about details? I don't know. I don't know if that's the real debate. Yeah, and what's my depositive evidence for that? Yeah, I got to do a little bit about the word depositive evidence. I'll be honest, when I heard Blandrew say that term, I was like, is he saying the positive evidence? Is that what he's saying? I mean, there's the positive evidence, but what about the negative evidence? Is that why they call it a charge? All right. That joke is for the 12 Baron Coleman fans. I will not play a clip of him tonight. I don't care. He's my competitor, and I'm after him. I'm kidding. I can't compete with Baron Coleman. I can look at my hair. His hair is beautiful. Have you seen how nice he is to his audience in the super chats? I am not nice. There's a reason I don't do this live. Okay, I swear to God. People will have cancer and then send him a message, and he's like a sweetheart. All right, if someone has cancer and they send me $5, I'll be like, you're stupid. You're stupid. Don't pay me. Pay the hospital. You want to sue the hospital? Then you can pay my business. But other than that, I don't really get it. Okay, sorry, we're back. What I'm trying to say here is that fucking JFK quote, man. We are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies on covert means. That's the debate. Either it's that or it's not. And anything else is, just sounds fucking stupid. I 4 hours that debate was. My life. What's going on here? Do I care about who wins? I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about it, but that is what needs to be argued, and in a way is the argument that they had. All right, just this state of complete disbelief. I don't know, man. I think it's so shocking that, of course, like, some people are in complete denial. All right. I mean, you look at all the facts of the fucking case with Charlie Kirk. They're digging up the site, pouring concrete over it, taking the car, cleaning it, and selling it. I mean, it's also over the top crazy. Like, yeah, of course, people, like, they're checking out. They can't, that shit's fucking, what are you supposed to do with it? Any alternative is, like, as scary as hell. This is why, people talk about the Epstein files, but have we all fucking incorporated it into our everyday dialogue and understanding of events? Dude, like, yeah, it's a scary proposition. Like, we're at the point where, like, any conspiracy is so massive and so great, it attacks, like, foundational reality. You know what I mean here? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, the conspiracies in America, like, what? It goes from fucking JFK to them, like, poisoning the food to affect our fertility. From fucking COVID killer vaccines to Afghanistan heroin. Like, dude, we are at the point where it's like, how can you even argue about details? How can we even do this? I mean, gosh, the whole infrastructure of society, it's not a few bad apples. It's the fucking bushel, man. The bunch is bad. The bunch is bad, and either we're fucking biting into these apples and pretend it's not mush, or fucking, realize we're chewing on worms. I mean, this is where we are. This is what the debate claims should have been. All right. Are we in complete denial, or are we in an unwinnable battle against evil and waiting to be saved by Jesus? All right. That's the debate topics we should be having. Holy shit. Anyway, I was praying for Armageddon during that debate, by the way. I hated it. I fucking couldn't stop with the nonsense. But I do want to talk about debates in general. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who grew up on the, Richard Dawkins, evolution, Christianity debates, Hitchens, the Hitch slap, as they say. So I want to give a little opinion about that. And I'm going to play this little clip of one of Candace's hot shorts, hot reels. Candace on the TikTok. And maybe it's an illustration of this angle on debating I want to take. So go ahead, watch her content. Again, this is views right here. This video got views. You know it.
That what you found to be convincing was something that looked like his car pulled into the driveway, a blurry image.
No, I didn't. This never happened.
Can we get a fact check on that? This is the evidence that you found to be overwhelming, and you named, I believe, actually 5 things. So give me the clear evidence right here. I want you to provide it right here. All I heard from the investigator was, we believe this to be Tyler Robinson. Is belief something you go as a fact? You wrote the car pulling in. That's a totally blurry image. Robinson getting out of it. You have no idea if that's Tyler Robinson. The fact that he is seen 4 other times on camera, the fact being just a standard white boy with brown hair was seen walking up staircase. The DNA on the roof, we should discuss that. And on the screwdriver that he left behind, it's overwhelming, man.
Yeah, but that's not an exhaustive list.
Well, just so we're clear, you did tweet it.
But it's not an exhaustive.
Yeah, well, but just 5 seconds ago, you should concede.
You said I only said this one thing and said that was overwhelming, actually.
That's not what I said.
It is. You can even
Patrick,
pull your own
did I
clip.
say that?
Can you fact check if that was said or not? I did not hear her say.
So the thing
You listed on your own Twitter that what you found to be convincing was something that looked like his car pulled into the driveway, a blurry image.
No, I didn't. This never happened.
Can we
You
get a fact check on
fact
that?
check it.
This is the evidence that you found to be overwhelming, and you named, I believe, actually 5 things.
I did not hear her say.
So the thing that's funny here is like
You listed on your own Twitter that what you found to be convincing.
Right on. So that's what a debate is, I guess, right? This is what I want to point out. That like when these like unfunny, aggressive nerds, however, sympathetic of characters they are, it's like when they start trying to like have like gamesmanship over each other, there's something so cringe about it. It is so cringe. I mean, this is why I got into comedy, to be honest. Because maybe I am like one of those aggressive nerds, but I don't know, man. There's something about like that attitude and that energy that is, unhealthy and annoying. Okay? I just don't get it. I just don't get why you would engage with another human being like that. Like personally, I just like what I've been trying to say. I think we're over trying to debate the details. I think that it's just so over. The specific facts. These guys, they can talk about it forever. I mean, you're not even accounting for the fact that they're lying or making it up or trying to do their best. I swear, like, I don't know, man. I just believe you can only sell people on complete, whole narratives and worldviews. It's about perspective, not about some conversation about facts, okay? Like you think to yourself, like, oh, why would Israel kill Charlie? Why would they? Why would they kill somebody that was on their side and maybe probably only ever wanted to help them and unfortunately wouldn't capitulate to to the death of children? Yeah, I mean, think about that all day. Go ahead. At the end, you just get into some, ethereal zone where you don't know what the truth is. All right, and you just got to be, again, personally convicted about it. Here's something to realize, guys. Arguments are stupid. It is stupid to argue with someone. Oh, that debate, they were debating. No, they were arguing. All right, and I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think it's unhealthy. I mean, guys, these unfunny nerds, instead of, throwing punches or barbs or, offering complete disrespect to each other, they just, go under some fucking pretense. It's a debate. All that does is just give you the rationale and justification to act like some fucking shitless cunt. Okay? Just like some fucking pretty pussy that fucking loves to get fucked. Just, I don't get it. I don't know about it. All there is left in this world is to convince people of like whole cloth principles and ideology. Oh, you want to talk about who won the debate? Oh yeah, this debater says they won. That debater says they won. Fucking Patrick bet it all. David, he goes, the audience won. I don't know, man. I don't think anybody wins. Not really. I mean, at best, these debates are educational, right? Yeah, you look at the information they shared. You look how they say the information, how they act when they're defending it or attacking it. But really, it's just more information on whether you should trust the information in the first place. You personally still have to go out and form your whole, ideology, make up your own fucking mind and everything. I mean, if you're a real thinking person, at the end of the day, whoever wins the debate, is just the person who looks like they have their head on straight. I've already said, like, people can just lie and believe what they want. I mean, come on. I don't know, maybe debates are just for the big fucking dummies out there. Yeah, the people who are lazy and they don't want to learn. Maybe I'll be nice that they don't have time. That they don't have time to care. So maybe, yeah, go watch a debate. Think to yourself, oh, that guy won. Oh, she won. And yeah, just think whatever that person thinks. Think whatever that person thinks on the subject and move on with your life. But that's not what I preach. I would tell you to make up your own mind. And if you're the type of person who makes up your own mind, you look at debates and you go, I think everybody's wasting their fucking time. Unless someone goes to jail at the end. Someone has to pay $300,000, not just paying $300,000 up top. That's so strange. Should have made it like a game. We all vote. Anyway, make up your own mind, people. Come on. Make up your own mind. Educate yourself. All right? Make up your own opinion on every issue. Stop being present with your family and friends and listen to audiobooks. Okay? Not only do you have to exercise, but you got to listen to topical news while you do. All right? You know those people who were on a treadmill and they fucking would read a newspaper? Who's old here? Anyway, right on. Now it's a word from our sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by samkutz.com. And I spelled by B-U-Y. Yes, this podcast is sponsored by the Silver Doc himself of Costa Mesa, California. He's bought a new microphone, a new computer, and some incidental funding. Scootsco. Now, in the 90s, Sam, he famously said he can fix anything. But that's when his body was strong. So now he says he can fix almost anything. And that's anything in brass, pewter, silver, and gold. Or at least whatever that sign says in the promotional video I'm playing right now. I made that video, by the way. I made that video about a year ago. That video was worth the sponsorship money, I'll be honest. Okay? He never posted it. I don't get it. Does it say gold? I think he thinks maybe he doesn't always do things in gold. All right. And if you're going to put your money in metals, you might as well make those metals look nice. All right? Sam, he'll polish and undent your dinner dish. That's the truth. I've seen Sam fix model boats, trophies, and a variety of wall ornaments. All right? Do you have something that you want to look a lot cooler? Send it over to Sam. He'll hang a nose ring on that replica of the Wall Street Bull that your now imprisoned boss at your tax firm gave you. Yes, Sam, he's an individual businessman. He's made it through this world working for himself, all right? And that's something to support. He's a skilled craftsman and has the experience and reverence to fix your important item, all right? I've even seen him fix urns before. The clients did take their loved ones out of the urn before they gave it to him. I probably would have forgot to do that. And that's the thing. Sam, he's had all kinds of precious items shipped to his shop in over his 30 years in business. And he knows how to get those items safely to him. So, give Sam Kutz a call. 949-650-5889. He's open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5. Saturday, 12 to 5. He can fix your collectibles. He can fix your jewelry. He can fix whatever that thing that is that your grandma gave you on your 6th birthday in 1997. Again, that's samkutz.com. 949-650-5889. Repair, restore, create. samkutz.com. All right, now back to the program. And we're back. Did you like the ad break? Did I do it right? Okay. Be more natural. Right on. I'm doing it. What is the biggest news? What is it? I've been so curious on what it really is, and no, it is not what you think it is. Actually, no one cares about that. It's not that. You know what is the biggest news? It's actually what Tucker Carlson is talking about. Is that what you were thinking? I rated it pretty highly. Yeah, right on. Even the priests and pastors he's been bringing on, it's still so important. But I'm burying the lead a little bit because Tucker, he played this person on his podcast last week, and I think it's the perfect person just to seal the deal on what I've been on about today. And Tucker Carlson, he brought this lady on, and she talked about the most important issue, the issue that is at the core of all issues. The transnational pizza party shadow government. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. I don't know if you remember, I talked about this a couple episodes ago, the Moroccan and the free world. I talked about how the transnational pizza party shadow government, how they've been jumping from empire to empire, the same pattern over and over again. And this lady that Tucker brought on, I mean, she gave a nice little view into that. What is that pattern about? All right, and I got to turn to Tucker. Motherfucking Tucker and this lady guest. Very excited to play Tucker. I'm happy with Tucker. Tucker helped me help my podcast get some views. He did. Tucker makes money. Tucker hot. Tucker Good. Right on. I'm being funny, aren't I? Yes, Tucker. He had the former assistant to HUD on his program. Yeah, HUD. Housing and Urban Development. You know, the part of the government that has scams you can understand. Oh yeah, they're scamming money with real estate and buildings. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. The scams where the military takes the heroin from Afghanistan and gives it to the Sattler family to make Oxycontin. That one, complicated. Couldn't understand that one. But this lady's, what she's talking about, I can understand that robbery and those scams. I can do it. Right on. Yeah. Her scams are super obvious. And this lady, she worked in the government. And, you know, she may not go as far as I do, you know, where I go and I say that everyone in the government worships, Babylonian owl gods and they're in the Knights Templar and, you know, Babla Bludovich or whatever the fucking Chinese guy is, you know, Professor Zhang. He's always the blah blah Blubovich. Jews and the blah blah Blubovich. You know, this lady, she might not go as far as that. But what she does say is that they're all psychopaths. And I find that comforting. So let's wind her up. I picked this clip. I hope I can act naturally for once. Let's do it.
This centralization of power and economic control. And it involves many different things throughout the economy. But the important thing to understand is it was a plan. It's intentional. And if you look at where we are, it's going to take many, many things to change it. Because it comes with tremendous and explosive changes in technology, which can be used to create great prosperity, but can also be used to consolidate control in a way that benefit the few and destroy the many.
So as I hear your big picture description of this transition through which we're moving, the first thought that comes to mind is, boy, that sounds a little bit like what happened after the Soviet Union collapsed in the summer of 1991. And all of a sudden, Russians woke up 10 years later and all state industries were owned by a small group of people. It was
correct.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Well, if you generally, I mean, I'm grossly oversimplifying, but if you look at the people who did it's called the rape of Russia.
Yes.
You know, it's a similar group. And I'll give you a story. I was in the city of London making a presentation in 2001, and I'd been asked to speak about what I call piratization in the United States, the consolidation of the real estate and housing market. So I'd been the Assistant Secretary of Housing. And I gave the presentation, and two presentations followed, one by Ann Williamson, who had been covering Russia for the Wall Street Journal during the rape of Russia. And she got up and gave a presentation. And then John Laughlin, who's a remarkable British commentator now in Paris, stood up and did the same on what had happened in Eastern Europe. And the three of us went into shock, as did many of the investors in the room, because we realized it was the same firms, the same law firms, the same intelligence agencies, and what they were doing in Eastern Europe and in Russia and in the United States was a very similar game. We have a big presentation at Flurry called Plunder. But they were basically going in and plundering, and it was one plan. It wasn't three different plans or three different groups. It was a process of consolidation of the economies in all three places.
And basically a privatization of the nation's resources.
Well, here's the thing. Privatization, Tucker, is when I transfer an asset or involve corporations in a service at a market price. Privatization is when I transfer an asset to a private party at 10 cents on the dollar.
Yes.
So at a below market price. And what we've been watching by and large around the world is privatization, not privatization or plunder.
The looting. And thank you for that distinction, because that seems important.
You know, I look at that lady and I kind of see myself. Actually, no, I look deeply at that woman and I see my own reflection. You do it too, I'm sure. Right? Just for some reason, when I look at that lady, I think I am that old lady. She has blue mascara, short hair. I don't know what's going on. Kind of think maybe like, do I want to fuck that old lady? Do I really want to fuck myself? I probably should go fuck myself, honestly. I don't know. That woman, she's smart. I listen. I meld and I melt. I'm melding. My mind is melding and melting like a melody. I wanna fuck that old lady. She deserves it. She's saying some good things. Someone should thank her. I would do a good job thanking her. I thank her for all her hard work. Okay, I'm almost lost it. Right? What's this podcast about? Really? Well, first, what it's about is this lady is identifying the problem, which is key, absolutely key. The economy is getting plundered. That's what's happening. Pirated. Held up at sea. Shiver me timbers. It's a good old rape and pillage, actually. They're raping and pillaging the economy. Seriously, these Vikings. They're fucking out on mushrooms, going berserk in our hometown. And again, it's an important thing to understand for everyone out there that these guys, they're doing a bad thing. There's all the things in the world that they could be doing, but what it is bad. And bad's the problem first. Gosh, again, what's great about this lady is she's making the distinction between capitalism and what's been happening, right? That's the that's the core. That's really what we got to understand about this, because who's doing it? It's these guys who identify as supreme fucking winners. They're just good. But you look into it and hey, government contract here, government contract there, bad deal this, mafia that. And you just got to realize that the economy is not what we have been told. And that fact I really think is, maybe the most important for all the socialists out there. Yeah. I'm going to talk about socialism right now. I at the beginning, I talked about the most important news. I buried Tucker, and then I brought him back a little bit. And one of the most important things of news that I said was socialists and what they're talking about. It was like an hour and a half ago. Were you there? I'm back to talk about it. The show is so much work to put into. I don't do a good job. Gosh, I need a producer immediately. Right on. This is why it's 2 weeks late, guys. I'm kidding. Check out my Instagram. Last week I had an incredible show. It was awesome. And fuck, dude. Anyway, social media is not the art that I have chosen. It is not the medium for my art that I need. I'll tell you. Oh, man. Genuinely. Right on. End of the podcast. Socialists. Are you ready? You're ready. Hear me. Hear me now, socialists. These billionaires we talk about, those corporations we're always talking about, the institutions that you want to revolutionize, just understand. These guys are not capitalists. Your enemies are not capitalists. Your enemies are thieves and cowards. All right? Capitalism, it's not about robbery. It's actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite of robbery. You think about what robbery is, then you think about what selling products is in a fair market, and do you get it? It's actually like a brilliant cover that's going on. It's a brilliant cover for all these, fucking people like fucking Steve Hilton trying to be the governor of California. It's a brilliant cover. I mean, their goal is to rob you. Same thing with like Xavier. I'm going after them. All right. They have this perfect cover of working hard and trying their best. But really, they're robbing you. They're pretending that they're doing a fair deal, and they're not. And I think we all get it now, right? We all get it now. We all get that this is part of the scam. We've gotten mad at a thing that they're pretending to be, right? The socialists. I mean, don't take it hook, line, and sinker. Seriously. Not to say that, capitalists or true capitalists are blameless. I mean, yes, most of them have capitulated to the mafia, to the robbery. They've given up, or worse, murdered. Murdered publicly, actually. Yeah, I blame them for being murdered, personally. Right? Like, whenever I walk my dog, I do realize how reckless it is, and some fucking insane transnationalist pizza party fucking shadow government robber guy would totally murder me. I realize that, but come on. This is the thing, guys. This is the thing. Can we all concede that someone can be a capitalist without also being some lying thief and coward? Okay. Is the point that every capitalist is going to turn into that? I mean, guys, I don't know. Maybe it's this is a question not about the economy. Maybe really it's about people's morality and how they feel in whatever system that they're working in. Personally, I mean, I'd rather starve and die than hurt someone in some dishonorable, unjust way. What does that have to do with, the economy? Do people have personal agency? Do those bad guys you're always talking about have agency? I mean, of course, yes, the socialist collective exists inside of the, hearts and minds of the, practically omnipotent, interdimensional, ancient alien space gods, but aren't individuals in need of constant support, right? I mean, you want to be a part of a big thing. Don't you got to get everyone on board all the time? I'm not here to debate. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't believe in that, actually. What I'm doing is trying to sell you on a, big moral principle. All right? I mean, go ahead. Keel over the details. I don't want to argue about it, but the point I'm trying to make is a worldview and perspective one. The one that this lady makes. That whatever your perception of whatever's been going on in the economy, it's been intentionally polluted by some plundering pirates. Okay? Polluted by plundering pirates. This is a $500 mic. Did any of that sound bad? Right on. I mean, come on. All the ideas in the world have been polluted by some fucking murderous psychopath. It's already been done. That's the side of the debate I'm on. All right? Yeah, even socialism, communism, ruined by murderous psychopaths. I'm so sorry. And if you're like me and you just get to this place where you realize at all times everything is being, totally ruined by the transnational pizza party, monolithic, covert, shadow government conspiracy, I mean, what value do all these conversations about the economy, even have? This is the biggest thing that bothers me about what's going on with everybody talking. Maybe Tucker, maybe Candace are the only people who actually really get it. Sometimes Mr. Rogan, but it's just like when people talk, how do you not talk about it in a way that acknowledges that every business and activity has been irreparably tainted by Jeffrey Epstein and all his friends? Seriously, we got to be contextualizing all of society to Jeffrey Epstein all the time. I'm deranged. Seriously, every event, every happenstance, movement, ideology, and personal thought and feeling, it's all about Jeffrey. I mean, come on. When something happens in the world, what you need to think about is how does it help Jeffrey Epstein and his friends? That's what's going on. That's what you need to be doing. Fuck the debate. Is this a debate? No. I'm telling what you need to do right now. Fuck all that denial and that paranoia that I've been talking about. Fucking, sure, the fiat currency discussion. Uh-huh. We're all getting robbed. Inflation, tariffs, whatever. I mean, the problems that we all spend our time considering, I mean, how about we incorporate them in a bigger plan to present to the world while the Rothschild banking family works to kill us? Incorporate it in a big plan while JP Morgan just looks at us and goes, we gotta do something about that. I mean, that's the thing, guys. They're all planning to kill us. I'm Alex Jones. Maybe, they heard Alex Jones, tell us that he knows their plan, and then they switched it up on us, and they're trying a new one, and that fucking drunk can't come back around. I don't know, man. It's also fucking weird. I mean, there is a way to calmly present this info, I guess. I mean, ask Candace Owens, I guess, but yeah, no, really, ask her. No, ask her. Send her tips. Hopefully she'll be spreading out that cash. I really hope. She better be putting out some bounties for investigations, huh? I mean, they're all trying to kill us. We should be doing something about that. Tucker, what are you doing? Are you organizing yet? Come on. Jesus, do I really need to pitch a stand-up comedy show at a Sean Ryan fan meetup event? Is that what I need to do? Come on. Right on. That's it. That's the pod. Did I do it? Cohesive point? Fun time? Do all the things with the buttons. You like the buttons. You like them. You like touching them with your mouse. That weird pointer. Is your pointer a normal white pointer? Did you do something cool with it? I remember back in the day, we'd all have our fucking cursor game. Get a cool little cursor. I don't know. Like? Is it hype? Like and hype? Subscribe, follow, comment? Send me a dollar? Guys, get in on the ground floor. Get your own ad. Didn't I do good with that ad? This podcast is never going to go viral. I'm sorry. It's not worth the sponsorship money, buddy. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. If this podcast ever gets 1 view, you know it's the sponsor. You're like this one podcast got 40 views. Like, yeah, it's all that one guy. I share this podcast with other people. We watch it together. I hang out with people I meet in life, and I go, "You want to watch my podcast with me?" And they do it. It's very odd. Anyway, guys, you need a content creator like me to fit inside your listening queue. All right? Breaking points, and then me. And play me at 2 times speed, baby. Do it. Don't even watch it. Pay for the YouTube. Pay for the premium. Just, clean your house while you listen to me. Don't look at the video I made. I have new lights. I have new microphone. Same 12-year-old camera. It's not going to get better. The green screen, guys, right on. I mean, seriously, do you want to listen to someone who's mainstream? No, thank you.